That's not Gideon. Those are his clones.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things you missed in The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 8.
No.
For this list, we're looking at subtle details like Easter eggs and references that you might not have noticed while watching Chapter 24, The Return. If you haven't seen the Season 3 finale yet, beware of major spoilers. What did you think of Season 3? Make your voice heard in the comments. Number 10. The end is the beginning. After defeating Moff Gideon and his forces, the Mandalorians are next seen by the Living Waters performing an induction ceremony for Ragnar.
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors.
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors.
That I shall walk the way of the Mandalore.
That I shall walk the way of the Mandalore.
If you're thinking to yourself, wait, didn't Ragnar already get sworn in? To which we say, yeah, almost. The season premiere opens on Ragnar similarly taking his oath, but doesn't quite finish before a giant crocodilian creature attacks.
From this moment on, I shall never remove my helmet.
From this moment on, I shall never...
Now, we're finally seeing Ragnar complete the ceremony, which serves as a fitting way to bookend the season. And even though there's a giant monster lurking in the water this time as well, they don't have to worry about the mythosaur attacking.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Number 9. Purge Trooper weaponry. There's nothing that spoils an Imperial party more than Jedi. Moff Gideon knows this all too well, and has ensured his forces are equipped to deal with something as pesky as a lightsaber. Indeed. On top of his new Dark Troopers being fitted with Beskar armor, Gideon's goons also have a series of electrified weaponry. Gideon himself wields an electro staff, which was first seen in Revenge of the Sith as a way to combat Jedi. We're not surprised Gideon has pulled out all the stops. You know, just in case this season finale also features a surprise cameo from Luke Skywalker. Number 8. Grogu'S frog fascination. It just wouldn't be a Grogu paradise if there weren't some helpless frogs for him to torment.
Hey, spit that out.
Okay, that might be a little harsh, but seeing as we've seen the little guy swallow them whole before, twice, forgive us for being a little wary. The season wraps up with Mando going full-time daddy by officially adopting Grogu. The final scene shows them at their new homestead, with Grogu lifting a frog with the Force. This is something we saw him do in the Book of Boba Fett, but Luke wasn't too pleased with his dietary preferences.
Grogu.
Still, he's clearly picked up a thing or two from his one-time Jedi Master. Become a WatchMojo channel member and get exclusive perks like Mojo emojis, loyalty badges, priority comment replies, and exclusive members-only content, including live list rankings with the Mojo staff and peeks behind the scenes. Don't miss out. Number 7. How to take down a Praetorian Guard. We geeked out when we saw the Praetorian Guards in the last episode. Their striking design and color scheme are unmistakable, coming straight from Snoke's throne room in The Last Jedi. While we obviously covered that in our last recap video, their defeat here also harkened back to that film. As you'll recall, the Praetorian Guards proved to be even greater adversaries than Snoke himself, giving Rey and Kylo Ren all they can handle. Despite being on opposite sides of the Force, they have to team up to take them down. Likewise, Mando too needs an assist from Grogu to get the job done, proving that the buddy system is recommended for taking down these overpowered henchmen. Number 6. Din Grogu. This one's had some fans a little confused coming out of the episode, but it's no less interesting.
But his parents are far from here, if they're even alive.
Then I will adopt him as my own.
After Mando takes Grogu as one of his own, the Armorer sees fit to make a little name change. Of course, it's common for adoptees in the real world to assume their new guardian's surname, but the Armorer doesn't go for Djarin. Instead, she christens him Din Grogu.
You are now Din Grogu, Mandalorian apprentice.
This is the way.
While it definitely sounds better than Grogu Djarin, we would have thought Djarin was the last name. After all, other common Mandalorian surnames like Kryze and Vizsla typically come second. If Bo-Katan adopted him, would the Armorer call him Bo-Katan Grogu?
You must leave Mandalore and take your apprentice on his journeys, just as your teacher did for you.
This is the way.
Let us know in the comments if you have an explanation for this. Number 5. Entering the bar. While Season 3 gets away from the genre a bit, The Mandalorian at its core is a Western. One of the most common motifs in the genre is the use of doors, symbolizing the barrier between civilization and the lawless frontier. The Mandalorian has made similar use of this shot, even as far back as the first episode, wherein Mando enters a cantina and brings some of his bounty hunter lawlessness with him. Here, Mando returns to the Adelphi base and enters the bar in a similar fashion. However, notice the difference in lighting. Here, the light flooding in practically makes Mando and Grogu look angelic, perhaps symbolizing the inner peace they've both found since the series premiere.
Let me think about it.
You already did.
Number 4. BACTA spray. The IG droids come in super handy in this show, whether you need them to take out stormtroopers or serve tea. They're also good for healing, as Grogu tries to do with IG-12's BACTA spray following Mando's battle with Commandos.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Help me up.
Mando's helmet is still on, so it doesn't do much good, but it did in another season finale when we did see his face.
No living thing has seen me without my helmet since I swore the creed. I am not a living thing.
Indeed. Back in the finale to Season 1, IG-11 persuades Mando to remove his helmet so it can spray him down with BACTA spray to treat his brain injuries.
This is a BACTA spray. It will heal you in a matter of hours. You have suffered damage to your central processing unit.
You mean my brain?
That was a joke. It is meant to put you at ease.
Grogu's definitely a little overzealous here, but it's endearing for him to want to heal his Mando daddy so desperately. Mando daddy? Maddie? We're sure we'll think of a better nickname. Number 3. Shield barrier fight.
R5. There's some barrier shields. I'm gonna need you to deactivate them one at a time.
Okay.
On my command. Got it?
There are a lot of impressive set pieces in this episode, but any fan of the prequels will recognize the shield barriers. At one point, Mando fights through a series of commandos, each separated by barrier shields.
R5. Next shield.
While the design of the shields isn't exactly the same, the mechanics of the fight did remind us of the Duel of the Fates from The Phantom Menace, when Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon go up against Darth Maul. there. The shields are on a timed system, halting the fight at one point and forcing Obi-Wan to watch helplessly as the Sith deals a fatal blow to his master. Thankfully, no such tragedy occurs here, but being able to control the shields is hardly a significant advantage. Number 2. Fire Force. No, Fire Force isn't the name of the new power metal band, but rather we're referring to the moment Grogu shields himself, Mando, and Bo-Katan from the ship explosion using the Force. It's an awesome visual, but it isn't the first time Grogu has fought back flames in this way, and in a season finale no less. Back in Season 1, an incinerator trooper pins down our heroes in the Navarro Cantina. Just as it seems they're about to be scorched, Grogu holds back the flames and sends them right back in the trooper's face. It's astonishing to see just how far Grogu has come. His abilities stronger than ever before. Number 1. The Darksaber'S destruction.
Hand over the Darksaber, and I will give you a warrior's death.
Since we've been introduced to it, the Darksaber has been an almost everlasting symbol of Mandalorian legend. So, it was quite shocking to see Moff Gideon crumble it during his fight with Bo-Katan. After all, it's been a hot point of contention whenever it's been on screen, even symbolizing Bo-Katan's leadership of the Mandalorians. But its destruction may symbolize something even greater.
The Darksaber is gone. You've lost everything. Mandalorians are weak once they lose their trinkets.
Mandalorians are stronger together.
One of the themes this season has been togetherness, as the Mandalorians look to reunify their people. This has already caused friction between factions with different customs. But perhaps the loss of the symbol of command represents a new way forward, one which sees the Mandalorians embracing a more democratic and utilitarian form of government. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.